All right, it's Sunday. Things are finally starting to slow down just a little bit here at Hamcation 2025. And I've got somebody here. Daniel,
Morning.
how you doing, man?
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Yeah.
It's been a busy weekend. It's been such a fun weekend connecting with people. People that know nothing about mesh radios and Meshtastic, and people that are really excited about it, that already know a bunch.
Yeah.
So it's been fun to talk to the full range.
Awesome.
It's been a good weekend.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Now, you've got some stuff here on the table.
I sure do.
What are we talking about here?
So SpecFive has been developing our own mesh protocol called HyperMesh. We've got a prototype here.
Beautiful.
That we kind of want to start showing off. Maybe get it in some people's hands, get some feedback.
Okay.
And get it going.
Nice.
So,
I'm excited. Show me how this works.
So yeah, we've got our own app.
Okay.
Got our own Android app.
Let me try to find you here. Okay.
So where's this one at? All right, so we got the HyperMesh app right here. Let me get the HyperMesh app open on this guy.
Okay.
So
we've got just a handful. These are just standard Meshtastic type radios, right?
yeah, so these are Heltec V3s.
Okay.
Super simple. So the way that we're operating this one, instead of Bluetooth connecting to the device, you're actually connecting to the Wi-Fi network that the device creates.
Okay.
So that gives you a little bit further range and more bandwidth.
Yep.
So the device creates a its own little Wi-Fi network. You connect to its IP address. So we've got an IP address and MAC address there that will show up on your Wi-Fi.
Okay, so this is a custom flashed firmware then?
Correct.
Okay, very good.
Custom flash firmware. So yeah, this radio is connected to.
Let me get a little shot of that.
To this one. So we do have a repeater option. You can change the name.
Okay.
And then is this guy? Let me check, see which. I believe this guy is connected to this one.
So we got the MAC address on here, the name, the IP address.
So this tablet is connected to this radio, and then I've got these two other radios that we'll just kind of keep
an eye on.
Keep an eye on.
Okay.
So we're already pre-connected here. So the one thing that we really wanted to do different with HyperMesh was make finding nodes a little bit easier.
Okay.
So when we go to add nodes, the device is going to scan, and we see this nice little graphical interface of the nodes around us.
Okay.
So we've got the DS5, and then DS5, and both of these are no names. So that's why it says no. So you can either select one-on-one to do messaging.
Okay.
Or you can also, in scan mode, once they all pop back up, you can automatically create a group with just the nodes that you see.
Now, when this is showing those nodes, I see those. I don't know if that's just indicating that it's scanning the kind of ripple effect.
Yep.
Or is there any significance to like the placement in the scan? Okay.
No, it's not significant. So we can go and create group, select multiple nodes, name the group, and we'll do Hamcation 2025. We are limited. So we're gonna call it Hamka. What we're really working on is the focus on making it peer-to-peer and small group comms easier.
So right now, you mentioned these are Heltec 3 devices.
Yes, sir.
So it sounds like probably any device based on the ESP32
Yes, sir.
could be a candidate to participate in HyperMesh at this stage.
At the moment, yes. Yeah, what we found is that the ESP32 based devices are the easiest to develop on.
Gotcha. It's a great place to
as far as firmware goes.
Yep.
So
great place to start then.
The NRF boards will come soon, but
Yep.
we want to get all the kinks out of the way with the ESPs.
All right, Daniel, show me what we got here.
We're connecting to devices a little bit different, more of a graphical interface where you're scanning for devices that are near you. So right now, both of these devices are scanning, listening for these other devices, and you're seeing them come up on this graphical interface. So this one is the device labeled SpecFive. So over on this tablet, I'm going to select SpecFive. I'm going to say start messaging. And this guy is my no name with 340 on the end of the MAC address. So I'm going to start messaging over here. And I'm going to message Hamcation 2025. Oh. Let's go ahead and add a fun little emoji in there. Who doesn't love an emoji? Where's my emojis?
Yeah, you gotta support emojis.
Where's my emojis? Ooh, little hearts. And there it goes.
Nice.
Over the mesh.
So at this stage, tell me what you think the benefits are. I know you guys have some long-range plans for HyperMesh, but where we're at today, what do you think those benefits are?
So us being able to control the software will allow us to add and or remove functionality specific for like commercial use cases and customer use cases. One of the things that we see is that with a lot of these open source projects, there are a lot of options.
Yeah.
Potentially too many options.
Yeah.
And not that that's a bad thing, but it causes the barrier of entry in knowledge to be a lot higher. So we're hoping that the kind of the public version of HyperMesh is going to be something easier to get people into this who are non-technical, who aren't hams, who aren't super like digital nomads out there playing with all these different software and hardware. We want it to be easy. We want it to be simple. So that's where we're starting.
Okay.
And
is it just text today?
right now we are just running text.
Okay.
SpecFive plans on dabbling in Reticulum soon. That's on my list of projects. Reticulum is another open source mesh protocol. The coolest and most exciting feature that it has is that it allows you to send small files.
That's
and
cool.
by files, I mean low quality pictures and voice files, voice recordings.
Nice.
So it chews up a little bit more bandwidth to do those type of things. But when you're in a scenario where you're not trying to just communicate with a bunch of people and you've got a small group looking to transfer data, stay connected, share information, Reticulum could possibly be the better way to go.
Gotcha.
So that's something that we at SpecFive are excited to explore. What are these other protocols, whether they're open source or whether they're closed source, that are coming out that can run on all the same hardware, and can we help people get using them? So whether that's our own, whether that's Meshtastic, Reticulum, I think there's Mesh 2 or something.
Well, this is pretty exciting. I mean, this has come a long way since October, when we chatted about this a little bit at MeshCon.
Yes, sir.
And here it is in living color, so to speak.
Yeah, so this is like version 3 of the firmware.
Okay.
The Android app is the latest update. Before, and you can actually still do this now, where I can go to my web browser, and this is actually a cool thing. You can go to the web browser and log into that IP address from a PC or a Mac. So this guy's.
So if you've just got the firmware on the device, You just hit that IP address, and then you can pull up the embedded browser.
Correct. Yeah. And right now, you know, the
I see.
password is just admin and admin, right?
Yep.
But it pulls up the same thing, and you can, you know, run all the settings, change your name. And this is all from the web browser.
Okay.
So we're gonna
Now,
call this
today,
one
if
Digital
you're-
Rancher for you.
Oh, yeah. If you're flashed for HyperMesh, can HyperMesh devices talk to Meshtastic devices?
They cannot.
Okay.
It is a separate protocol.
Yep.
But again, the hardware is the same, so we will be able to flash.
You can bounce back and forth
Flash
between
back
them.
and forth.
Yeah,
Yep.
flash back and forth. That's a T-shirt right there. Flash
is.
back and forth.
There we go.
Nice,
Flash
nice.
to the future.
There you go. Well, Daniel, thanks for sharing this. Thanks for showing it. I can't wait till I get it in my hands. So let me know when it's ready to tinker with.
Very soon. Yeah, we're kind of the next phase of things is polish up a few things on the firmware, come up with some custom new look devices.
Oh, okay. There you go.
The devices that we're going to offer with HyperMesh on them are going to be a completely different product line. We want them to look completely different than the current SpecFive devices. So we've got some exciting things coming for that. But yeah, well, that's HyperMesh.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure, Daniel. Thanks so much.
I appreciate it.
And we'll be keeping an eye out for it.
Excellent. Thank you, Robert.
All right.